The title of this mini podcast is Sticking With It is a Sticky Wicket. I can't count the number of times I've been asked this question. Why can't I stick with something? Then the person follows up with something like this. I was doing real well, but then I got to a roadblock and tapered off and quit. One answer to this question came from the Grasshopper. He said, you committed to something for a reason other than you wanted to. You'll always have hit-and-miss results when you have resistance as your foundation. Yes, there is the old stiff upper lip work ethic that will get you through from time to time, but even that shuts down when it comes to certain commitments. So this brings up two more questions. 1, how do I not commit? 2, how do I follow through on something undesirable yet necessary? The answer to the first question is honesty. How many people give an answer in order to please another, yet knowing by their own personal history that they're going to disappoint you? What they never consider is the payment is always bigger on the back end versus the front end. The time to be honest is up front. It saves tons of disappointment and builds more solid and dependable relationships. The pain of being honest is always exponentially less than the hurt disappointment delivers. Most have the experience with a workman, employer, employee, family member, friend, or spouse who promises everything and delivers on few. Let their actions act as a reminder to be honest the next time you're considering committing to something for a reason other than you want to. An answer to the second question, how do I follow through on something undesirable yet necessary, is frame of mind. You have to create the frame of mind that will support your necessary commitment. Remember, a building is only as solid as its frame. Here's an exercise that'll be helpful. Mentally draw a line on the floor. The left end of the line represents 0%. The right end of the line represents 100%. Now, physically put yourself at the position on the line that represents your current percentage of commitment to the project at hand. Let's suppose that you put yourself at 45% committed. Then, shift your position to a lesser percentage, say 25%, and notice the feeling you get in your body. Notice the difference in your body between being 45% committed and being 25% committed. Next, shift from 25% to 75%. And again, notice how different your body feels at 75 than it did at 25. Then begin experimenting at the extremes, 0% and 100%. Each time, notice the feeling in your body that corresponds with your current percentage. Once you practice this exercise a little, you'll prove to yourself that you can access the feelings and frame of mind necessary for any percentage. So just before you go to do the necessary thing that you've committed to, shift your frame of mind to a more workable percentage. Now, this works for more than commitment. If you need more confidence, play with the percentages. If you need more patience, play with the percentages. Find your own uses for this amazing exercise. I wish I had come up with this idea on my own, but it's one I learned from my friend Jerry Stocking. I'm forever grateful for learning his teachings about references. You will be too. All the best, John.